Someone is ashamed of what they said to you. They're ashamed of what they did to you. They know others are watching you as well as they are, wondering if you'll have a reaction. You know who this is if it's for you, and this person is very immature. What they did was very immature. Them pretending not to care now is immature. And guess what? You're not the only one emotionally exhausted here. Everybody involved in this situation is emotionally exhausted. And yeah, it does involve people, not because they should be involved, but because they've heard about it. People are watching your account, holding their breath, wondering what you're going to say, afraid you're going to say even just one little thing. There are people watching you may not realize. People who really act like they're not watching. I mean, they don't want to give you that satisfaction, but they're watching. And please don't make it fit. Gosh. They're cowards too, but they just can't admit they were wrong. Someone said something though. What was said and why does it matter? It could be a relative. I swear every reading this week and last week is family related because of the holidays. Even if you don't celebrate the holidays, that energy holding back, doubt surface, boundaries respected. Someone coming back to town for the holidays. This is definitely holiday related. I said holiday 500 times in this reading so far. They held back before. They're trying to respect your boundaries. They have doubts that what they said even affected you because you haven't said anything yet. Wow. What were you supposed to say? I feel like I'm supposed to draw from the Money Moves Oracle deck. What happened here and why money moves? Interesting. Fruits of labor. Ah, okay. I see. Social status. Foresight. Power. Mind power. Someone wants to get in your brain. They want your money, or they think you have money, or they think you have a way to give them money. If not money, it's an equivalent of money. Social status. They want the fruits of your labor to go to them, which is very weird because they didn't have anything to do with it. They said something very, I don't want to say less than smart. They said just something really cold, immature that they shouldn't have said. It's going to pass. They knew better. They had the foresight. They knew better. They knew better. Immature, like I said, and they don't have to be young either. How should you respond? What should you focus on here? No, it could be a fatherly, grandparent, older person. Anyway, how should you treat them? It may be hard. Focus. New life. Alone, but not lonely. Don't let this person get to you. I'm always telling you that. People are watching you, but it goes back to like one person in particular who may have started rumors. And I hate even delivering this message because people are going to be like, what rumors? It's going to make you paranoid. The whole point is that if it's for you, you know what it is. Some of you are going to sit down with this person and it'll click. It'll be like, oh, okay, this is the one. This is the person starting rumors. They're not busy enough. They said stuff because it was just stupid. It was just out of pocket, unnecessary stuff that they didn't know anything about. This fruits of labor card, I'm getting from that they're telling people that you have a whole lot. They're just making assumptions. And they're saying some stuff that they don't need to be saying to people. And they have had this problem before. This is someone who can't keep a secret to save their life. And you may not have told them a secret. You may have thought telling them less would be better than telling them nothing. Sometimes it feels that way. Look, this just popped over as I touched the deck, and I believe it's supposed to come out. Forcer. Pushy energy. Crosses your boundaries. Yeah. Boundaries respected. They're trying to respect your boundaries now. Pushy energy. I mean, that definitely tracks for this person. Pushy. Like, why? Why are they so in your business? When I tell you they have no life, I mean it. They could be retired or they could be young, but they just have too much time on their hands. Maybe they live a very privileged life for whatever reason. I'm getting somebody that doesn't work. So they're just spending so much time sitting back and looking at everybody else. Oh, okay. Anyway, unspoken tensions, hidden truth, safe space, new perspective. Oh, double cross. There is going to be a safe space in the midst of all this because this person, they don't realize what they're doing, just gossiping, giving away truths, telling people stuff. They just think it's living vicariously through you, or they're not doing anything wrong. Oh, they're not going to tell anyone. They just need to shut up, okay? And I manifest that they will. May their mouth be shut and your time not be wasted. That any time wasted by this person be returned to you 1,000 times over, because time is money and money is just a frequency, okay? Because anything that takes your time takes your money. So if they're taking your time, I manifest you'll get money for it, because that's the energy I'm getting. Someone who just wants to bully you into telling them something. I'm sorry to say, I'm getting reminded of somebody from my past who would do that to me. Just bully you for secrets that they had no business asking about because they were a busybody, basically. Like somebody who just really needs something else to do. May they become busy and just not bother you. No more bothering you. Now, I already did this. What should you focus on? But I'm going to get a couple more. Oh, okay. That comes out. As I said that, just flipped over. Keep going. Not too good to be true. There's an offer in front of you that's not too good to be true. I know we like to go around thinking people aren't going to get in our head, but you never know. You might share a new opportunity or something, and they might tell you something that you just never know what kind of form discouragement's going to come in. Somebody could get in your head with something that really isn't for you, and you start thinking, well, maybe they're right. They can plant a seed, tell you something that doesn't pertain to you. You know what I'm getting reminded of? Oh, I hate to say this. There's a video right now on TikTok about glass straws, about this girl who swallowed part of the glass in her straw. Ugh. Got stuck in her intestines. She, really bad, really, really bad. Okay. You're not going to ingest glass and be okay. But here's the thing. The glass straw was broken and she kept drinking out of it and everybody's freaking out. Glass straw. It's like, just check the straw first. You could say the same thing about a glass that you drink out of. That could be chipped. I'm not trying to laugh. I just mean it could be. It doesn't mean every glass straw is evil. It means check your glass straw. Glass straws can actually be very sanitary and very helpful. Just check your glass straw first. And if it breaks, don't use it. But that's what I mean. It's like you see these viral videos and it puts you off of something that could actually be very helpful to you. I see it all the time. I did a video a while back about the hydrogen water bottle. Oh, that one drives me nuts because it just shows me the lack of education in the public school system and the fact that high school teachers don't know how to argue with kids. Basically, there's a hydrogen water bottle. Now there's hydrogen tablets going viral, which I take those too, and I definitely notice a difference. Well, I saw a video go viral, had like 2 million views, where a young kid was saying, my dad got scammed by the hydrogen water bottle because water already has hydrogen in it. And it's these young kids, and they all want to say, well, didn't he take chemistry in high school? Didn't he learn anything in high school? Okay, stuff in this picture, this has hydrogen. My skin has hydrogen. There's all kinds of stuff in this video right now that has hydrogen. We're not trying to change the molecular structure of water. You're just adding hydrogen gas to water. And the analogy I always use is like eggs. If you have 2 eggs and you use those eggs to make pancakes, they are not eggs anymore. They become pancakes. Someone else comes in the kitchen and says, hey, there were 2 eggs. I was going to make eggs. Where are my eggs? And you point to the pancakes and say, they're in those pancakes. Those are your eggs. You cannot extract the eggs. It's changed structure. That's the same way hydrogen is in water. It's a part of the structure. And that's what I'm saying is sometimes people can get in your head with misinformation just to cause enough doubt. Another thing I'm getting reminded of, back in the 80s, there were these studies on saccharin. And for years, the FDA, or somebody, it might not have been the FDA, but it was the government, required that convenience stores put up warnings that say products in here may contain saccharin. Well, I was going to be a nurse at one time, and one of my first nursing classes, our nursing teachers said, ignore studies like that. They said, always question the source of a study. The reason there were saccharin warnings is because the FDA had some kind of clause. Well, that study was done with more saccharin than a person's ever going to consume in their lifetime. I mean, I'm not saying saccharin's good for you, but what I mean is that study was not right. And it led to a lot of trouble for people and a lot of misinformation. This could be a saccharin study, okay? Somebody needed to hear that. I know this is a long explanation, but please don't just sit down with somebody and tell them your business and let them get in your head. Like if you're thinking about buying a house, if you're thinking about doing anything. Look, recently I had to do that myself because anytime I mentioned something, I had someone around who was like, I don't know if you can do that. And it's like, I knew I could. I just couldn't do it with them. So I had to get away from them. That's what you have to do. Don't tell them. Don't tell these people your plans. It's just not worth it. And that's just one reason. That thing I just said. Anyway, last card. You make excellent decisions. Okay, that confirms. No one deserves to get in your head about this. You're about to make a decision or are making a decision that is for you, best for you. You need to keep going, stay focused. Don't let them get in your head. Don't let them get in your head. The decision that is right for you is not the one that's right for them. Focus on your new life. Don't let them put any doubts. Look, doubt surface came out. Don't let them put doubts in your mind. Nothing is too good to be true, okay? Let no one dissuade you from your good decisions. You make excellent decisions. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.